Are we live?
I don't know.
Sounds like. Is it working? Did you turn it off and turn it back on again?
What?
You know. Did you turn it on? I can't make this thing work.
I turned a lot of things on. Why don't we hear anything?
All right, and we're live.
We didn't turn the light on though.
Oh, let me turn the light on.
I'll get it.
Okay.
You sit down and talk to the folks.
What do I have to say?
What do I have to say?
The one concurrent viewer on Facebook is me. I'm sorry, that's on YouTube. And on Facebook, the one concurrent viewer is also me. What do you think about that? Ooh, that oranged us up nice and nice.
It's a little orangey, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little orangey.
I
don't know.
I think I'll make it less orangey.
Yeah, you should go. We got a light somewhere.
Well, you would think
here.
it would be less orangey on its own, just because it would compensate for it. How's that?
Hey, I look human and not like a big grape. Or
a grape is not orange, dear.
It's just a thing that. It's just a thing.
Well, we've got a fluorescent light, a tungsten light, and then the daylight. So things are bound to be a little weird. It's still a little too orange.
It's a little orange. Do you want to change it at all? Look,
no, that's better.
If I put this, if I change the, put some stuff on the screen, yeah, it's pretty orange.
Oh, so no, we're picking up from the screen.
Yeah, it's pretty orange. But you know what? We're not really trying too hard here on our set here. So what's been going on with you? It's been a long time since we have actually been live. Yeah?
Yeah.
What have we been up to?
I don't know. My hair has grown out quite a bit since. I think it's been like January. Was it pre-COVID or post-COVID for me? I think. I don't know.
Yeah. So we've actually been live since you had COVID. Yeah, we were live once, so I think it was probably February that we were live.
That's still a long time.
So a lot of stuff has happened.
It still feels like February out there, though.
So, what do we have? What do we have? What's been going on with us?
We've been working on our new website for about 7 months now.
This is true.
Thought we would do over our Christmas break.
Yeah, we actually started this in November. It's getting kind of close.
Yeah.
We should let you have a look at what it looks like.
It's the writing. It's all the things that we have to write about.
So this is what it's going to look like. We got some great video clips. Yes, we shot all that. Oddly, most of these clips here weren't really intended. Well, some of them are, but like that Cedar Point clip, we weren't planning to use that for anything, and it did. But yeah, it should be a pretty cool little website. It looks good. You got a big picture of us on there. Just a quick look at how it looks. We're excited to have it out. Our work page is not close to being done, but we have a lot of cool stuff, and we're pretty excited to get that out. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's all the writing, the words. You have to write a lot of words when you do a website.
Now, you have been obsessing crazily recently.
About words?
Well, not about words, about, some stuff that's been kind of contaminating our studio.
Oh, yes. He gives me a terrible time about our frames that are everywhere that I'm painting. And not only am I painting them, I'm putting all kinds of transfers on them. And so far, you can get like an American flag transfer and flower transfers. So I've kind of gotten really into floral stuff. So yeah, furniture decorating, furniture painting I got into during my COVID convalescence. And the recent passing of Bosk, the little dog, has caused me to be a bit depressed, and the painting eases that distress.
Where did this come from?
That came from...
and it looked a mess before you got your hands on it.
It did. It was just, it's an antique that someone dug up out of their home, a friend of mine that I work with, and she thought of me when she found it and gave it to me. But I guess it's very old. She can't even remember where its origins are. So it's just a little end table, and
it looks wonderful.
I kind of think it spoke to me and told me what to do. It had a big old crack down the middle, and it's got a little bit of it's a little off center, so I've got to get it to not wobble when it stands. And then it had a big crack in it that I gold leafed so that I want to leave the crack. I could have repaired it, but I thought it added character, so I just made it gold.
Hi, Todd.
Yay, we have someone.
And
then, oh yes, the
oh God. Okay, these are not part of your art.
No, wait. We have to show off my my flowers, dude.
Okay, yeah, she has
It's all about flowers.
She's gonna show off here.
So this is one of the pieces I put together for sale, and it is some magnolias. And then I did this frame in flowers, and actually I did the frame before I chose the art. So
actually, aside from the glare that you see, it's really cool. And
yeah, it's going to be hard to get the glare off, but you can see a little bit of the texture. So that is for sale. Anybody interested can inquire. It's quite a big piece, but it's very detailed. It looks a lot better in person than on the screen there. But
he said it's quite a big piece. I mean,
yeah. So now I have all kinds of flowery stuff, and I don't know what the heck I'm going to put in the flowery frames that I have.
Tons of flowery stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, are we going to put like pictures of broken down Dayton buildings in the flower frames?
The best thing to do in a live stream is to have everybody who's in it just walk out of frame. So, Jiminy Christmas. What else? So yeah, you've been pretty obsessive over that.
Well, it's comforting in my distress.
And so what else have we been up to? God, it's been a while since we've been live.
Oh, we're kind of thinking about a lot of the photo manipulation we have to do in video and in still photography. There's always things that need to be changed.
Yeah,
so, yeah. So we just recently had to do a project where one of our clients had gotten a new sign.
Except for they didn't have it when we had to go shoot for them.
Right.
So,
and we should shoot it again because I bet they got pretty flowers and maybe that could go in my frame.
So we had to replace the actual sign. This is like a drone shot going up and then like to reveal this city skyline. So we had to replace the sign for them digitally in post. So like there is their original sign, and you see us flying up. I should have removed all of those power lines, but you know what? It wouldn't be Dayton if it looked nice.
A lot of power lines.
And then there's our sign, and it kind of
that's
tracks
the new
on.
sign.
It's all.
Yeah.
It's actually not. It's just digitally replaced.
And we happened to get it right. They actually, I thought it might be a white sign, but it did end up being that blue color that they.
Yeah, we actually, when we made the image track on that little 3D plane, we had to like dirty it up because
it was too neat.
It was too clean.
It was too neat for Dayton. But I don't know, now that it's spring and there's probably little flowers in there, I bet we should do it over.
Why do I look huge?
Because you are. He's enormous.
I mean, in the screen, I just look ginormous.
It's because you're close to the camera. See, I'll sit back here so I can look real little.
Anyways, so... This is like the whole Photoshop fail thing. That wasn't a fail, but...
Yeah, so that brings us to our next thing that we want to talk about because it's so hilarious.
And some of these, you haven't seen what I put together for this, but some of these you are guilty of. So these are kind of...
I think we all are guilty of Photoshop fails, especially as beginners.
These are kind of from some mainstream magazines and whatnot, and a different media that's pretty mainstream. Let's have a look at the first one. Can you tell me what's wrong here with this one? No, you haven't seen it.
It's a cover of a magazine. I have seen it, but I don't know.
Okay, let's look at the shadows on this.
Oh.
It just kind of, it's...
I mean, there's something
so
weird
you
about
get
it.
the legs going back.
Yeah.
You get the legs going back, but the shadows are wrong. So that one's not too...
That might possibly work.
It
but
was on time.
Things that could go wrong on election day and then that being all wonky is kind of metaphorical.
I don't know. I don't know if we have to say what's wrong with this one.
I wish I could turn my head like that.
This reminds me of like something like the movie Aliens, like the original.
Yep.
Like it's just like,
Yeah.
or what's
Poltergeist?
we're gonna where the head spins all the way around. This kind of reminds me.
That was
The Exorcist.
Yes, I can't even
Okay.
watch that.
Actually, we're
I
gonna do
cannot watch
that
movie.
effect. I just saw some way to.
We
might be
don't
able
have
do
to
that.
work very hard because his head spins around.
I have a very flexible head.
He just, yeah.
All right, this one might not be so obvious, and it might be hard to see on your screen. But if you take a look at the right hand, which actually is his left, it seems like there's something wrong with his hand. It looks like they might have cut someone out who was
Holding his hand, which is weird for an ad. Why wouldn't you just reshoot it?
in a production environment. I mean, one of these in here you are totally responsible for doing on yourself. And it was a client who brought it up, actually. This one,
That's not weird.
don't even, what in the hell is wrong with people? Maybe that's how they do it over there.
Maybe they just
Over there.
maybe they just liked that.
Okay, now
Yeah.
this one's just weird. Most people don't have 7 fingers. But I get it, they wanted the finger cross.
Which ones would you eliminate though?
Um,
I mean, some of those almost look like toes.
Dude, go Simpson style and get rid of most of them. But they have like 4 fingers. Just do 4.
Okay.
Okay, this one.
This one's not as obvious.
Yeah, if you can't see on this one,
The reflection.
look at the reflection. It's a totally different gigabyte. It's an 8 gigabyte that they're showcasing, but the reflection has a 4 gigabyte.
It might be metaphorical.
What do you think is
Paying
wrong with
for
this
8
one?
and getting 4.
This is obviously a calendar because you see the word October. What do you think is wrong here?
I don't know that finger in there.
How does the dog poop? It has no butthole.
Oh my God! They took his. Oh wow! That's censorship on a new level.
I mean, you just
Yeah.
you keep the butthole, you put the plastic bag over, or
Only
the
you
brown
would
bag
pick
over it.
that one.
That's a harder one. This one's kind of.
That's not weird.
How does that pass? I mean, do these places have a QA department, or is everybody at the place just that tired that they're not going to see this? You know?
Right.
I mean, this went to print. I mean,
Yeah.
okay, this is news media. Again, we got some hand problems going on here. It looks like they had to really mesh in with the hand there to.
And those are 2 long fingernail having hands. So is this some polygamy?
It could be. It could have been like we just got done with a threesome. We got the other person in the hand. Just wadded them up.
Yeah. It's like what was taken out or put together? Was she there?
I think they just found another photo of her just like standing there.
And then they put it in there. That's possible. I don't know. That's really strange.
Okay, this is one that you're responsible for.
I'm responsible for this.
Not this particular photo, but you've done something very similar. Do you see what's wrong here?
Oh, they don't. Shut up.
They have
I
no
hate
legs.
you for that. Yeah, they have no.
She
legs.
said this was a client too.
I
We'll
did.
get to that.
Actually, the client picked it up.
Yeah.
I thought I could get away with it, but I
know,
did
there's
not.
nothing wrong with people that grow out of a railing.
A post, yeah.
At least they got a cute dog.
Yeah.
But look how far away they are at the top. I mean, who would notice?
I don't know. That's pretty weird.
And then I guess that's it for some of the funny ones. I didn't want to go too crazy because you can go like a billion places on the web to find
Oh
some of this
yes,
stuff.
just Google it. It's hilarious.
So you want to go into some of
Yeah, some of my stuff. Yeah.
All right.
I'm actually very skilled at.
No, these aren't actually bad. Actually.
Right. No, this is my good stuff, but it has taken the bad to come up with the good. So replacing type, replacing pieces, For this one, I just copied one of the blocks. It said something like defendant or something. And
Do we have the original of that?
Yes, but I didn't put it in there.
It said defendant, so she had to actually add more blocks.
Add some blocks and put in the letters, and that actually was very simple to do. There were no hands involved, thank goodness. Same with that. They wanted wanted it to say, it said legal or something like that. They wanted to say something specific. So we went ahead and
Sorry.
so we went ahead and put that word in there. Legionella, by the way, is a waterborne illness that is pretty serious, and you have to treat water to keep it from growing. So here is a group shot that I am working on. We are trying to add a person, a new hire. And looking at it right now, it's very obvious to me who the new hire is. I didn't quite get the color right. Maybe the lighting's just a tiny bit off. So if you look back at the second guy to the, yeah, you can see where I put him in there. And he's just a little brighter. But if you look closely, you can see under the chair that he doesn't have legs. He actually does.
Oh, yeah, you did.
He actually has a foot there because I lined that up.
Is he barefoot?
I really took that in, no.
Okay.
I took that into consideration that you really couldn't see his legs. And
Yeah.
they thought that there should be more leg, but actually his other leg had lined up behind that guy. But there's still, just goes to show how tricky it is to match the color and the consistency, and so the client picked up that it looked a little strange. So I think that
He has two legs there.
right, the process, and you can see the left leg coming out from underneath the table. So that picture is going to take a little bit more work, but luckily the client let me try to do that, and we're going to work from there to try to work him in, and anybody else who, oh goodness. So same thing for headshots. I'm often asked to put a person on a different color background. So this is my dog Sam, and when I did his portrait, the one on the left there, I felt he looked a little sad. And so if you look very closely at the one on the right, I've added some color to his ears and turned his little mouth up so that he's smiling.
Did you just rotate his mouth?
No, actually,
like you do with pictures of me when I'm all frowny, and you just rotate.
No, I actually painted his mouth and did a little bit of a pinch just to upturn it some. It's a very simple, quick process. I wouldn't do that on a human, but I kind of went a little crazy. We decided to add a whole suit to him. So yeah, you talk about crazy Photoshop stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, I think he should have had a tie, but.
You know, there's one that I kind of left out of the kind of the silly stuff. Amazon is riddled with this stuff. I mean,
yeah.
Look at this cat carrier. Let's zoom in a little bit here. Look at this cat. Okay, the cat has lipstick. Something's wrong with its tongue. It has eyelashes. And, I mean, it kind of is just as bad. Like, look at that cat in the carrier. Like, that poor cat's like sideways, almost, 45-degree angle.
You know what, they do
There's the same cat looking just as scared.
It looks freaked out. And most cats, especially if you're walking over water, like in that picture.
It's like
zoom down to this one here with I mean.
There's no cat in there.
Cat in there.
I don't know what's in that one, but it's.
Oh, yeah, that's got some long legs.
So, yeah, that's.
Yeah, Amazon. If you look closely, you can see some really neat stuff.
We should have actually probably put more in. You know what you got to do is you got to get online and look at a panorama fails. Those can turn out.
Oh yes, panorama
pretty
fails.
weird.
The auto panorama that you have on your phone. Those are just lovely. We wanted to put some of those in there. You can laugh for hours.
I used to do the trick where I'd move someone for each different shot so that they would be in every picture. And yeah, that was the good old days. But,
yeah, actually, the Nikon. I think it was was it a Nikon camera? There was something called a wide lux where it would move, the shutter would move across a big panoramic plane. So if you ran really fast, if you were in the picture in a group shot on one side, if you ran really fast while that exposure was going, you could be in there again on the other side of the group. Yeah. So even in the film,
that would just scare me. Too many of you.
The film days, you could do that. It was just a little trickier.
All right, what am I worth? Let's have a look. Looks like I'm worth. Let's reload. See if it's changed since. Oh God.
Oh, you have gone down and worked. That
We're
means he has done
definitely
something
going
bad.
down. Oh, no good.
When we get in arguments, he becomes like 41 cents.
Yeah, it's not just then. There's other times. It's like when I get all sweet with you, it just goes down.
Okay, see, be sweet and see if you're worth any more.
So, this live stream is not at all. We don't have a set here. You just get to see our real dirty,
It's not
messy,
dirty. It's just got a lot of stuff. We were outgrowing our space very
studio.
quickly. Yep.
But when we do a client live stream, I want to just throw this out there. I think this was on social media.
I especially like the antacids that are in the picture.
Oh yeah, let's put those away. So here's like us actually creating the set and
Yes.
doing a full-on live stream for a client. And I mean, this is hours of setup and trying to figure out what to do, and hours of actually getting all of the different camera switches and all this text and stuff supposed to be on the screen.
Yeah, my favorite was that we needed a podium for his laptop rather than using a teleprompter. He pulled in a trash can.
Yeah, and it worked. It wasn't on.
It did. It was beautiful.
Wasn't-
That was neat. I liked it.
It
Who
was-
needs a teleprompter? You just need a laptop and a trash can. Or a
So-
podium, if you have it. Yeah.
I think we're winding this down. There's like 3 people watching, I think.
Yay!
I can't see who's joining in.
I can't on mine either.
But that's
Facebook
okay.
keeps changing it.
Oh,
and
it's
so
a
part of the reason we
nightmare.
do the live streams like this is so we can keep up with how to share and how to interact because it keeps changing.
Yeah, and
Constant.
everything keeps changing. We're usually live streaming to more than one place at
Right.
a time. Like right now, we're YouTube and Facebook.
And it's
and
important to know that if we're streaming for a client, how everything that's changed in it's daily.
So we've been doing some drone work.
Actually, he has. I'm terrified of it.
Yeah, and it's I think our pre-roll thing. You can see us just coming up onto the city there, and you saw it with the sign replacement. But you know what? There's this one guy out there in the world, and we're gonna give props. We're not even gonna talk ourselves up anymore because this guy is just amazing. He does what's called a FPV, first-person view drone. We put on the goggles and you fly it, and he has put together a lot of business videos for these companies that are one shot. So everybody in the entire video is coordinated with this drone flying around them. It's kind of hard to explain, but everybody has their part. They know what they're supposed to do. He adds in all the sound later. And we'll actually close. We have one of him at the Mall of America amusement park doing a thing where he has coordinated all the roller coasters to be at the right place. In the
Oh, it's
amusement park.
incredible. Yeah.
And still follow this hockey team he's doing it for. But I wanted to show everybody the this bowling alley thing he did
Yeah, the
because
bowling alley thing is still amazing because of the ending. I just love
just
the ending.
remember this is a drone. This
If
just
you've ever tried to fly a drone.
that's mind blowing to me.
Yeah.
Okay, let's have a look. And kind of don't want to talk over it because like the sounds he added in are actually kind of important.
Yeah.
But he's right down there on the deck with the bowling balls, not hitting the bowling balls.
Or the people.
Everybody is doing everything they should when they pass by. And this is just,
How did he pull that drone through
I mean,
that
how many
little
times
crack?
did he wreck trying to do this? And then through all these tight spaces. I mean, this is again, Jay Bird
That's
Films.
incredible.
Under that,
Under that guy, which is probably illegal.
and then you see all these weird conversations that he passes by that were obviously added
It's
in
not easy.
later.
Yeah. All right, guys, let's go. Oh, and you're up.
My foot wasn't over the line. Marketing, dude.
You can see lighting that it looks like he had it too.
Not counting.
And then, you know, more conversation added in that little sound of the last clinking.
And then the lights
Over
of that
people's
bar.
heads.
Yeah, if you've ever flown a drone, I could not have driven that little.
That guy with the front was a little much, but the ending here is
Yeah, that's my favorite.
mind blowing.
And that was not intentional, was it?
No, but apparently his drone did survive that. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I just saw that after learning to fly this drone. I was
That
just like, I've already wrecked it, and we've already had to send it in for repairs a
Yes,
couple times.
yeah, that's
And,
why I'm afraid to fly it. I'm just terrified. I mean, I'm thinking it's going to be power lines and buses, and thousands of people are going to be hurt by
And
something.
the certification that you have to get
Yes.
through commercial is insane. Oh my God! You need to know how to fly an airplane without engines and know all the frequencies to contact every airport on this planet as well as on the moon.
You have to call the Navy, the CIA.
And the president has to approve things, and
Yep.
it's just insane. So I think that's, I don't know, do you got anything else?
I don't, unless you want me to transfer some flowers onto something, I think that's about it.
I'd like to transfer some funds.
I don't know. There's no money transfers that you can put on things.
We're out of COVID. I mean, apparently, Ohio, everybody's going to the maskless thing. That's weird.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird in the grocery store, especially like, my grocery store. It's about, I don't know, I'd still say about 75% of people
Yeah.
are wearing masks. Most of the workers are, even though it's not required.
Yeah. I don't know. I think my daughter works for Kroger, and she seems to be happy to not wear the mask if she's fully vaccinated, like a responsible person.
As am I.
I am
And,
almost. I have.
We
Actually, that's coming up in a couple days. I get my second one, and I'm a little nervous about it.
We actually just did for a health center a whole series of vaccination videos, which
Yeah.
you'll actually be seeing soon.
Yes.
It'll be posted
They
up.
will be coming out, and we'll be posting them.
And that's because, and actually the specific target of these videos was poor and minorities
Yes.
who aren't getting vaccinated.
Who are afraid of the vaccination, which I understand. But I think it's definitely worth any risk. I'm not a cyborg yet. I can't pick up Wi-Fi, and
You got 5G emanating off of you. That's why
I
the
don't know.
sound is
I mean,
all goofy.
I would be okay with being sterile, but I already made myself that with surgery a few years ago. So.
Yay!
I mean, those things, to pick up Wi-Fi and be sterile sounds great. I don't know about the microchip. I almost wish I had one because I keep losing my ID and my credit cards and my phone.
As the days pass, I've noticed though, like the number of people wearing masks is dropping dramatically. There's still some places that it's not the case. And what's weird is Ohio has kind of a very low vaccination rate compared to a lot of places. And I don't know, or could we be the next India here with the?
That's what I'm afraid of.
I mean, we'll see, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm still wearing masks when I go into places. And I even had someone yell at me coming out of a store. Look, on this date you can stop wearing masks. I'm
Oh,
like-
that one guy, yeah.
I'm like, you're dick. Go to hell. So we're gonna close.
I think he was being friendly.
Oh no, I don't think so. You got a mask and stuff.
He's all about his rights because this is America.
My right is to have you not wear a mask. And then you got the guy in Tennessee, the hat guy or the hat woman.
No. Well, she's getting what she deserves,
Who
absolutely.
is selling the Star of David that says "not vaccinated" patch. She lost all of her distributors.
Her clients, right?
Her distributors, yeah.
I don't think I could associate with a business that would do something like that myself.
And then the dude, the restaurant, tavern, bar in California, who you get, if you come in with a mask, you're going to pay $5 extra. And if you throw your mask out there, you get 50% off.
Yeah.
What is wrong with
Well, you know
people?
what restaurant is that? Because that should be boycotted for sure.
Oh, it is. It is.
Yeah, okay,
Yelp had to turn off their reviews. One of the bars here is celebrating by having a big mask burning.
Yeah. Well,
Whatever.
at this point it could be.
Y'all burned your bras, so why not go with the mask?
I don't know. I just don't think it's a political statement.
Let's see what
It's sad that it became one.
Let's see what I'm worth after going a little, doing a little commentary there.
Oh, you increased.
Oh,
worth.
because you know what? I'm $12.33 of value now because because I'm right.
Because we're pro-vax and pro-mask.
All right, so I think we're gonna close out with some more. One other video of the drone dude. This is the one where he's in Mall of America, and that's it. We're just letting you see that, and we're gone. You want to see it?
Yes, absolutely. I want to watch it again.
All right. We can't hear it, unfortunately, but
That's okay.
here we go.
Those butterflies are awesome. Sweet.
Hey guys, wait up! Let's go, boys!
Hello, and welcome to the
Take a left.
Orange
Slow down!
Mom, I want to go on the SpongeBob ride.
and waves inside the tunnel.
This is my favorite part.
I don't know about this.
What? Whoa! Coming through. Oops, sorry. Ages 6 to 12.
You get to pick one.
Making a mess. Hit the silly. Woo! Let's go, baby.
The Quack Attack is back.